Welcome, everybody, to Keys to Victory. It's your boy, WayneBreezie. We are back. It's week 15. The San Francisco 49ers head out to Arizona. I heard the weather is nice, like a nice little 67 degrees out there. But the Niners are traveling first place at the NFC West, first seed in the NFC at 10-3. But they got a tall task ahead of them because even though this Arizona Cardinals team is 3-10, I got this funny feeling that they're going to come out scrapping, fighting, clawing, kicking, screaming, and you name it. The Cardinals are going to come out swinging, so the Niners definitely got to be ready for this task. Shout out to everybody out there. This will be on 49ers Web Zone. You can read its article breakdown right there, www.49erswebzone.com. Make sure you check that out in its entirety. It's definitely going to be a nice little detail breakdown and specifics, but let's get down to it. Number one, the 49ers got to stop the run. Look, we say it every week, but there's a reason why the 49ers are the number one defense in the NFL. They're only allowing about a little less than 80 yards per game, and they have to come out against I would say a top 10, top 12 rushing offense led by James Conner. He's a running back. He's a running back in the NFL. I can see that James Conner is going to try to do a couple of things. They're going to probably try to take advantage of the middle of the interior rush, the interior run defense with the San Francisco 49ers. There's supposed to be a couple of injuries and a couple of players not playing, like Eric Armstead and Javon Hargrave. They're set to be ruled out of this game. So I'm expecting the Cardinals to try to run right up the middle. Like they're going to probably try to attack the middle. Even though James Conner likes to power himself outside and take advantage of the smaller guys, the linebackers, the safeties, cornerbacks, things like that, that's where he kind of dominates. I expect him to run up the middle. So the Niners are going to have to figure out a way to stop the run. That's first and foremost. They got to come out here and stop this run. You take away the run game, you know what it does? It forces quarterbacks to be one-dimensional. You eliminate the run game, they're going to have to throw the ball. The more you throw the ball, the more chances and mistakes that they can have. The 49ers already play bend, don't break, kind of like in their passing defense, so they'll give up the underneath yards. But they got to first and foremost come out there, take away James Conner, take away their backup running back, take away Kyler Murray in the run game, take away Rondale Moore in the run game. I'm expecting the Cardinals to come out with some tricks up their sleeve. Now, look, are they playing for a top pick in the draft? Right now, they'll be drafting number 3. Are they looking to replace Kyler Murray? Are they going to rock with Kyler Murray? I mean, that will all kind of like dictate on how they play this particular game. And it's a divisional game. So I don't think that the Cardinals are going to come out here and just try to lay down. The Niners need to set the tone, and they can set the tone first by stopping the run. We were talking about Kyler Murray running, so that would be my number 2 key to victory. They got to contain this guy. Now, he's not going to jump up and do a bunch of quarterback draws and all that type of stuff in the way that they defended Jalen Hurts, but they need to bring that same game plan. They contained Jalen Hurts. They held him to 20 yards off of 7 attempts. He did get the touchdown on the brotherly shove play in the red zone. But I don't think Kyler Murray is going to attempt to do things like that. Kyler Murray is highly efficient in the red zone. That's where he does tend to run. He's dangerous. He can get to the outsides really quickly. So find a way to stay out of the red zone, for the 49ers defense. But the defense has to contain Kyler Murray. Don't break down the containment on the edges. He's going to try to get to the outside as well. He's quick. And, if we're going to be playing any kind of like that Tampa 2 style type of defense, the San Francisco 49ers are going to have to make sure that Fred Warner, who is the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, isn't playing too deep in coverage, because that's going to give Kyler Murray that leeway to run up the middle on a play if his receivers are in coverage. So when there's good coverage back there, expect Kyler Murray to take off and run, especially right up the middle. The Niners got to find a way to spy, contain on the outside. They got to figure out a way to make sure that he doesn't break any big runs. Now, if he does, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's what Kyler Murray does. He's been doing it. He does rush very well against the 49ers. Haven't done it in the past couple of times he's played the team. This will be his 6th time he's playing the San Francisco 49ers, but they got to figure out how to contain this young man because he is a threat with his feet. Another mobile quarterback for the 49ers, right? Number 3, limit the explosive plays. Listen, the 49ers got to figure out how to continue to limit those explosive plays in the air as well on the ground. Now, look, the Niners, I think the key to eliminating these explosive plays, they got to wrap and tackle. Like, get back to the basics of football. The last time these two teams played, the Niners were great in tackling. Only 4 missed tackles totaled. In their run defense, they only had 3. So that means in the passing game, they missed 1. So a total of 4 missed tackles. But they got to figure out how to tackle, especially in the air. I don't expect Kyler Murray to get big yards down the field on the 49ers. But if they do some underneath stuff, for a little 12-yard throw, 8-yard throw, and then it's yak. They have speed at the wide receiver position. They have speed. I expect this speed to be a problem. The Niners are going to have to make sure they take the proper angles and they wrap and tackle. Limit the explosive plays. It's not about throwing a 54-yard touchdown pass. It's about limiting the yards after the catch as well as the big plays down the field. Now, if we're talking on the ground, San Francisco 49ers got to wrap and tackle. James Conner likes to break tackles. He's one of the best in the NFL at breaking tackles. He's tough to get down. They got to wrap and tackle. No more big hit stick type of hits from the San Francisco 49ers. They got to figure out a way to wrap and tackle this dude. Get his behind down on the ground. They did it in their first stint in week 4. They got to do it again. All right, wrap and tackle. All right, that's key. Limit the explosive plays in the air. Limit the explosive plays in the ground and kind of hold these guys to 3 and outs and 3 points. Keep the threes flowing. Number 4, be efficient. There's not a more efficient quarterback in the league than Brock Purdy. He's the most efficient quarterback. Listen, Brock Purdy, the last time he played this team, went 20 for 21. It's like a 95% completion percentage, guys. Brock Purdy has to remain efficient, and here's what he did. He took what the defense was giving him. If they played that cover 4, they played back, they played deep, he just went underneath. And he allowed his pass catchers to catch the ball, make plays, and let them do the hard work. Brock Purdy is a brain wizard at doing things just like that. I expect Brock Purdy to continue to play the same game. Now, I know we've watched Brock attempt the ball and get the ball down the field. You saw a 54-yard touchdown pass against the Seattle Seahawks. Different type of defense, more like a cover 3 with a safety over there at the top. But I expect that the 49ers are going to come out and just allow and continue to move the ball depending on how the defense is playing. They're going to play that type of game. Brock Purdy's really efficient against this team. It doesn't matter who's out there. This year, the first time he played him in January, whether it's Budda Baker out there or another, it doesn't matter. Jalen Thompson, it doesn't matter. Brock Purdy just has to find a way to remain efficient. And then it just does 3 things for the team, right? It helps the balance of the team with good runs, good passes, okay? It allows them to run the ball, throw the ball effectively, and then it keeps them able to control the possession, the time of the possession of the game. So the Niners want to be able to do that. They're on the road. They're not at home. They even though the home team will be in attendance, 61%, I believe it might have even gone up where the faithful will be there. But the Niners definitely need to make sure from the quarterback spot that he remains efficient. You don't have to gamble against this team. Just take what they're giving you, all right? And then number 5, the 5th key to victory will be focus. The Niners have a lot on their plate. They have a lot of players that are going to reach accolades. They have MVP conversations with the 1 or 2 players. There's just a bunch of stuff going on outside of the facility that pertains to the 49ers, and it's all great news. It's all good news. But they have to figure out a way to remain focused. Just because the Arizona Cardinals are 3-10 and not contending for a playoff spot, even though they're not mathematically out yet, just because they are that does not mean that they're not going to come out swinging, fighting, clawing, kicking, and screaming. So the Niners got to make sure that they remain focused. Take all the outside stuff, put it in a bubble, and focus on this team right here on Sunday. If the Niners are the more focused team, they will have 0 problems against the team that they just are more superior than. Now, it's any given Sunday. They have to find a way to overcome adversity, especially when it comes to injuries. They have to find a way to overcome the adversity of traveling and being on the road. The Niners are a really good road team this year. All right, they only have 2 losses, but they got to figure out how to win this game. It's a divisional game. It's an important game. And for the San Francisco 49ers, if they want to have an accolade to reach for as a team, then it should start with defeating the Arizona Cardinals and clinching the NFC West for another year. Then the Niners can focus on their next game, the game after that, and then finding a way to go undefeated in the division once again for the 2nd year in a row. So if I go back to the keys of victory, they got to stop the run. They got to contain Kyler Murray, limit the explosive plays. On offense, be efficient. Be efficient. All right, restore the balance, run the ball, throw the ball, control the clock, and find a way to stay focused on all 3 phases: special teams, defense, offense, coaching. Find a way to stay focused. The Niners will be sliding into 11-3. They'll remain the number 1 seed. They would win the NFC West. They're going to have their T-shirts and stuff available if they win this game. They'll be doing that, clinch the division one more time, and they'll be victorious. Keys to victory from your boy WayneBreezie, man. Again, go check this out, www.49erswebzone.com. The article will be available, and I promise you're going to love it. Read. Make sure you leave a comment on the article as well as on the video. All right, make sure you do both. All right, stay up, man. Stay faithful, and always keep it nitty-gritty, baby. Thanks for watching.